Podcasting from Woodstock, Georgia, welcome to Soul Solutions, a show where we overcome our fears and our limiting beliefs. I'm your host, author, and certified life coach, Terry Kozlowski. Episode 15, How to Inspire Ourselves and Others. Responding with love instead of fear is an inspiring act in today's society ruled by mass media, feeding our egoic minds servings of violence in the news and entertainment. But as we take this journey back to becoming our authentic selves, we need to inspire ourselves to expand. What do I mean by this? Well, if we aren't enthused to continue our journey back to spirit, then the egoic mind will retake control of our lives. And we don't want that to happen. Inspiring ourselves comes from getting quiet every day and listening to our soul's voice as it whispers daily encouragement. We also need reassurance from others, but how do we find what we need? To find people to encourage us, we need to inspire others. Inspiring others is as simple as helping those around you discover their authentic selves. We do this by showing others our fearlessness by being our authentic selves. In return, our seeing them begin their own journey back to spirit inspires us. What's the difference between motivation and inspiration? And there is a difference. Motivating is moving ourselves or others to act in a way to achieve a specific and immediate objective. Motivation feels like I'm pushing myself, or I'm psyching others up to accomplish a goal or those things that we're supposed to do. Inspiration comes from a completely different place. The word inspiration means to be in spirit. Inspiration is about being called to act because we're in direct alignment with the true potential that is in us, our authentic selves. Inspiration causes action. It involves changing how people think and feel about themselves so they want to take positive steps forward. It taps into our values and desires. Inspiration appeals to the best aspirations of all of us, and its often unspoken message is, you can become what you want to be. No reward promised other than the reward that comes from within, the sense of personal satisfaction. What is the science behind inspiration? Inspiration stirs in us new possibilities by letting us transcend our everyday experiences and egoic limitations. This encouragement forces us from indifference to hopefulness and transforms the way we see our abilities. Although inspiration may seem elusive, it can be stimulated, appropriated, and directed, as a recent study has shown. Inspiration is spontaneous. It's not of the egoic mind because the ego cannot think outside of itself. This transcendence out of the egoic mind gives clarity and awareness to endless possibilities. Seeing what we've never seen before with insight and excitement allows us to take action to take the new idea and make it a reality. Inspiration has meaning to us individually. Why? Because for us to be inspired, the insight has to arise from within ourselves. It's an awakening to a new awareness or new idea. To invoke inspiration, we need to prepare ourselves for illumination by getting quiet and going within through prayer or meditation. This silence allows the soulful voice to speak so we can hear it. We need to open our hearts to receive from Spirit the new breath it wants to give us. When we get into a flow state, inspiration can come. Because when we are in flow, we are connected to Source, where all inspiration comes. What is the link between creativity and inspiration? Creativity comes from our connection with Spirit. This statement also means that we are all creative because we're all connected to Source. Most people believe that artists are inspired, and they are. Through openness to receive from our souls, we align with the divine and get into the flow to co-create with Spirit. Through this flow state, our productivity increases, and so does our time management. Remember, when we're in flow, time disappears. As we are inspired to create, we again transcend the limitations of the egoic mind to see beyond the current restraints. We advance towards our goals faster because the ego doesn't have the opportunity to speak negatively. All of these positive connections between inspiration and creativity also increase our feelings of well-being. The more inspired we are, the more actions we take, the happier we are, no matter the outcome of those activities. Thus, we are furthering our abilities to be grateful for the everyday miracles in our lives, which gives us more inspiration. See the cycle? How do we find inspiration through others? For us to become inspired by others, we need to spend time with authentic people. Are we surrounding ourselves with people who can teach us about our journey back to spirit? Do we have role models or coaches that can help us when we have missteps or questions? If not, we need to find our tribe. Those people who are like-minded and on the journey back to spirit are the people we want to be around. We want to spend time with them, watch how they interact with others, and listen to how they speak. What we will see are that these individuals are positive, who respond with love, speak kindly, and reframe the circumstances they find themselves to see the lesson they are to take away from the experience. Our tribe will be happy people enjoying all life has to offer. And through our time with them, we will continually be inspired to grow and expand on our own spiritual journey. If we don't have a tribe, we need to seek one out. Look for our tribe everywhere we go. When we seek, we will find. These people will help us become all we know we should be. How do we inspire ourselves? Self-inspiration is the ability to take ourselves from inaction to action with excitement. These feelings arise from within us, but it's different from just wanting to check things off our to-do list. The egoic mind has so much to distract it from accomplishing the soul's work by looking outside ourselves for everything. But since we have all the answers within us, self-inspiring people know we can tap into spirit at any time. Staying positive and focusing on the outcome we want helps us feel good about whatever we are doing. The excitement reframes how we perceive the tasks before us. The more we want the outcome to occur, the more inspired we are to do the necessary work to complete the goal. Another way to inspire ourselves is to remove the obstacles in our way. Most of our excuses for not accomplishing our objectives are fears of the egoic mind. Changing our perceptions of those impediments and recognizing why our egos are fearful can naturally allow inspiration to arise as the fears subside. When you remove the restraints, we feel inspired. How do we overcome the inner blockade of the egoic mind? One of our biggest hurdles is being overwhelmed with the number of things we want to accomplish each day, or we overbook ourselves and feel exhausted. Part of our issue is that when we feel inundated, we don't know where to begin. When we feel swamped, we need to implement priorities. To determine where we should start, get quiet. Breathe. In, out. Allow our souls to speak to us words of encouragement as well as give us direction. If we take this step, simply breathing, taking a pause, we will always get an answer about how to move forward with our tasks. This inspired course of action allows us to get into the flow and accomplish more than our egoic minds thought we could. Every morning I write out I am statements. One of them I do on days I feel overwhelmed is, I am a master of time in a flow state this day. This reminder helps me remember I am co-creating this day with spirit and will accomplish all I need to do this day. And most days I'm amazed at all that I'm able to achieve. What is the language of inspiration? Words are powerful and they have energy. Expressions can lift us up or bring us down. Are we using our words to inspire ourselves and others? When we speak our appreciation of others, it's inspiring them to exhibit those behaviors more readily. Writing in our gratitude journals each day inspires our hearts to see the love that's all around us. Be with people who speak words of love and not hate. Who are we allowing on our social media feeds? Pay attention to our self-talk. Are we lovingly speaking to ourselves like we would a friend? Or are we belittling ourselves? The language of inspiration is love, as it is the speech of spirit. If the surrounding talk isn't caring and loving, then it's not inspiring. Smiling is another way to inspire because it's immediately mood altering. Most humans automatically smile back when seeing a smiling face. Laughter is also a significant source of inspiration. We know laughing causes us to feel less pain, and we take in appreciable amounts of air as we laugh. This air is breath, the breath of spirit. So laughing is the intake of spirit, inspiration. What are the ways for us to inspire others? We all influence and inspire others whether we realize it or not. When we live an authentic life, one of love and peace, we're inspirational. As others see us being happy and content, we're inspiring. When we are doing works of service, we're encouraging. Showing kindness to strangers stirs others to do the same. Spending time in nature is inspiring, especially when we can share the experience with another. Being loving and compassionate encourage others to be caring too. Be enthusiastic about life and all it offers, because it is contagious to those around us. Building others up by generously giving sincere compliments. Keep our promises to inspire others to keep their word too. Only speak encouraging words that will positively affect those around you. Just post optimistic items on social media. Standing firm to our beliefs without being decisive is inspiring. Taking responsibility for our actions is inspirational. Apologizing when we have erred is inspiring. Truly listen to another while giving them our full attention without interrupting is encouraging. Having far-reaching goals and reaching them is inspiring. Being self-confident is inspirational. Staying calm in a stressful environment is encouraging. Help others help themselves. All of these ways to inspire others naturally come when we are our authentic selves. Moving forward by living a life of inspiration. When we begin our journey back to our authentic selves, we look for others to help guide us. As we mature in our walk, we become the source of inspiration for others. Be conscious of this fact that we all influence one another. Through our compassion, we make vital connections that allow us to be inspired and to inspire others. As we become more conscious of how we inspire ourselves and others, we can positively influence those around us and create a better world. Do you need support to help you be your authentic self and be inspirational? Do you want a strategy to help you overcome the ego's limiting beliefs and live a successful life? If so, please reach out to me for coaching at terrykozlowski.com and we can put together an action plan for you to create the life you desire. Please join me next week as we discuss how to be a person of light. Thanks for listening to Soul Solutions with Terry Kozlowski. If you'd like the show and want to learn more, check out terrykozlowski.com where you can find the links to everything we talked about in this episode. Please subscribe to the show so you'll never miss an episode as we overcome our fears and our limiting beliefs.